In this video, we will show you how to replace your front bumper cover on this Honda Accord. This will be mounted to the front of your vehicle. Let's get into it. Okay friends, let's get started on our job. We're going to remove the front grille by removing several Phillips head screws across the top. You'll find there's 5 of them. Inspect your mounting hardware as you remove it. Replace it as necessary. The third one's located directly in the center here. Use a magnet for this one. At this point, it's pretty much dislodged, but what you'll find is you have 2 push clips holding it to the vehicle. We're going to take hold of this, give it a light tug straight forward. There we are. Now with the grille out of the way, the next thing we're going to have to do is remove the front bumper from the vehicle. To be able to remove the front bumper, we're going to have to remove each of the front parking lights. To remove your parking light, have a look in your lower grille area. You'll be looking for this port, and if you were to look inside of it, you'll find an area with a Phillips head screw. Remove that Phillips head screw. Once you have your mounting screw loose, you should be able to reach inside here and pull it out. If you don't feel as though you want to reach inside, continue on with a plastic trim tool and gently start prying it out, being careful not to cause any damage to the bumper cover. Now as we roll this out, we'll be coming out diagonally, paying attention to our wiring harness along the back side. We'll take hold of this, give it a little twist counterclockwise to remove it. A quick inspection of your bulb. If it looks like it's burnt, you definitely want to go ahead and replace that. Let's move under the vehicle. We're looking for 2 push clips across the front center of the bumper. For these push clips, typically you'd want to go ahead and loosen up the center to unlock it, and then you can remove the outer portion. A quick inspection and set it aside. There we are. This side is dislodged. Repeat the process on the opposite side of the bumper cover. Once you have the center push clips out, make your way towards each side of the vehicle. What we're looking for is a 10mm headed mounting bolt that holds the bumper cover to the corner plastic piece located underneath this area. Remove the mounting bolt. A quick inspection, we'll set that aside. Now let's make our way up inside the wheel well. You're looking at the corner of the bumper cover. You'll find an 8mm headed bolt holding the bumper cover in place to the fender of the vehicle. Remove the mounting bolt. There we are. This side is dislodged. Repeat the process on the opposite side of the bumper cover. Once you've completed on the other side of the vehicle, we're going to look inside of where the parking lamps were located. If you were to look deep inside this area, you're going to find that you have 2 12mm headed mounting bolts. There's one on this side, and there's one on that side right there. We'll remove the pair from this side of the vehicle and make our way over to the other side of the vehicle and repeat that same process. At this point, this side of the front bumper is dislodged. It's a good idea to have a helper holding this up while you continue on the other side of the front bumper. All right, we've got our helper. Now to remove this, you're going to want to carefully lift up and then start pulling it away. Now we can start dislodging the front bumper cover from the bumper. To remove this, you're going to find that you have several push clips making their way all the way across the top of the bumper cover. To dislodge your push clips, go ahead and carefully start removing the center to unlock it and then lift up the outer portion. For these push clips, we can use a Phillips head and a trim tool. A quick inspection, we'll set that aside. Make your way down the line. Now there are just a couple more push clips that we'll have to roll this over to gain access to. Now along each side of the bumper cover, along where the parking lamp would be, you're going to find another push clip. Go ahead and remove that. Let's get this one over here, same process. At this point, we can lift up on the bumper and remove it from the bumper cover. We'll set this aside. And there it is, friend. It's time to prepare the front bumper cover for installation. Let's carefully place this on the floor and we can install the front bumper. Carefully slide this into place. Watch your fingers. Align your push pin holes. Install your push pins. To install your push pins, you want to push in the outer portion first, lock it in with the center. Now we can make our way to this one. This comes through from the opposite side. Just press that through, lock it in. Same on the opposite side of the bumper cover. Now let's get this over to the vehicle. Now we can install the front bumper and bumper cover onto the vehicle. We're going to have to make sure we slide the bracket up and over this area, we'll rest it down, and align the rest of our mounting bolt holes. Once we've done that, we can continue on with all 4 of our mounting bolts. Once you have that rested in place, the next thing you need to do is have a look inside where your parking lights would be on that front bumper cover. We need to align our mounting bolt holes. You may have to either raise or lower the bumper as needed. Once you've done so, we'll continue on with our mounting bolts. For this, we'll just put it right in our 12mm socket with an extension and get it into place. We'll be starting each of these in before we tighten any of them. Make our way in for the next one here. Reach inside the front bumper if needed. Now we'll just do the same thing on the other side. Once you have each of those mounting bolts started in, we're going to pause. Make your way to the corner of the bumper cover. We want to make sure that we place it along that fender. While we're pressing this into the fender, we're also going to make sure that it comes along the headlight as it should. Do this. With that done, the next thing that we need to do is pay attention to the height of the bumper cover itself. You want to make that adjustment now. Carefully lift up or lower the bumper as needed to make sure it's properly aligned with your headlamp assembly and your fender. Once it is aligned, continue on with tightening your 12mm headed bolts. Make your way over to the other side of the vehicle and do the exact same thing. Now it's time to install the parking light. When you go to install the lamp assembly, pay attention on the far end. You have this hooked area. If you were to look inside the bumper cover, you'll find that you do have a notch for that to slide into. With that said, we can take this, get it in position, We'll turn it clockwise to make sure it's locked in. Once you've done that, go ahead and get this in position in the bumper cover. We'll roll it in diagonally, align our mounting bolt hole, and snug it up. There we are. Now we can snug it up. Double check to make sure it's secured in place. Now just go ahead and do the same on the other side of the bumper cover. Let's make our way up towards each one of the fenders now. We're going to make sure that we secure the corners of the bumper cover to the body of the vehicle. We'll use our 8mm for that. Double check to make sure that's properly secure. Same on the opposite side of the vehicle. Let's make our way under the center of the bumper cover now. In the center of this, you do have 2 push clips that we're going to be installing. One right along here. Make our way over this way. Right there. Now we can start making our way towards the sides of the bumper cover. Along each side, you should have a 10mm headed bolt. Start it in, snug it up. Same on the other side of the vehicle. Now we can prepare to install the grille. Before we do it, have a look along the back side. You're going to have an alignment tab, and that'll slide into the headlamp assembly. You have one of these on each side. Let's carefully take this, align those alignment tabs, and press this into position. With that pressed into position, you can continue on to all 5 of your Phillips head screws making their way across. Let's start in our mounting hardware here. Let's get this one in here. Down in there. Once you have all of them started, continue on with aligning the grille. After that, snug them up. Okay, friend, we finished the installation of our front bumper cover. At this point, you want to make sure you test your lamp functionality, take your vehicle for a road test, and listen for funny noises. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.